Hi, today we're going to have the lesson of cittanupassa Satipatthana. Satipatthana for foundation of mindfulness. Acknowledging is the heart of insight meditation. Insight meditation through the full foundation of mindfulness focuses on the body, feelings, mind, and objects of the mind. These four foundations serve as a basis to develop mindfulness and awareness. The focus is specifically directed to the five aggregates, or body feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. Mindfulness of the body, or kayanupassana, means to contemplate the bodily actions, sensations, and feeling means to contemplate the nature of the body, bodily actions, bodily position. This includes, for example, acknowledging the surface we touch with our hands, the touching of our lips when we speak, being conscious of the lifting of our arms, legs, hands, and feet, or acknowledging our breathing. Mindfulness of the feelings, or Vedananupassana, means to contemplate our feelings as they appear. We can experience both physical and mental feelings, like happiness, sadness, grief, hatred, joy, excitement, etc. When we feel sad, we look at the sadness and the pain in our body as it was someone else suffering. We are not engaged with the feelings. We watch them and notice when they come, when they stay, and when they leave. We are constantly contemplating and attend to feelings that arise from body and mind. Mindfulness of the mind, or cittanupassa, means to contemplate thoughts or to be aware of the conditions of the mind, such as desire, anger, delusion, sloth, distraction, peace, etc. We observe our thoughts, being aware of their arising and their disappearance. They fall in our mind like a lever. We watch them, but we are not in them. Mindfulness of the objects of the mind, or Dhammanupassana, means to contemplate what our mind recognizes as something or familiar. For example, a tree, a book, sadness, happiness, the image of our friends, etc. Recognition is to know something when perceiving it. The objects of the mind also include the times when we think about our comment on something. So now we move to how to practice. Mindful contemplation of states of mind is practiced in the same way we practice mindful contemplation of body and mindful contemplation of feeling. We begin with the specific foundation of the mindfulness and then develop the other three foundations. With the mindful contemplation of states of mind practice, we start by applying mindful contemplation to our states of mind and then proceed to apply mindful contemplation to body, feelings, and mind objects. You seem to be thinking about your tape recorder. It is your mind that has the tape recorder as its object. Knowing that your mind has the tape recorder as its object is mindful contemplation of your state of mind. Knowing that the tape recorder is made of physical elements is mindful contemplation of body. Knowing the way you experience the tape recorder, What its value is for you and whether it gives you a pleasant or painful feeling. It's mindful contemplation of feeling, and lastly, knowing that this is the arrest of form and that this the passing away of form is mindful contemplation of my objects. Change is happening. Mindful contemplation of my objects also includes knowing this is the arresting of some concentration, as well as knowing this is the passing away of concentration. Practicing the four foundations in this way, we establish a full aware wholesome state of mind. Always bring your awareness back to yourself. How is your inner feeling? How is your outer feeling? Outer feeling is in the body. Inner feeling is in the heart. In case of the bodily feeling, the heart has already gone outside. If it stays inside, feelings quickly arrest and kiss continuously. You can see it dreaming good and evil. See it increasing and creating happiness and suffering. This is cittanupassa Satipatthana, or the third foundation of mindfulness that notices mind state. Sometimes calm, sometimes not calm. The heart, the one who knows, is still and empty. The heart thinks about the past, thinks about new things. The heart has greed, has anger. It indulges to the degree of forgetting itself. All of this you can see, you can notice. Put your awareness inside your body and heart. Have sati to see how far it has already gone out in its thinking. You notice it gone out, bring it back in. Notice when your heart has self-awareness. When it knows itself as not thinking, then it has equanimity, is empty and still and calm all the time. So now we're going to the conclusion. The Satipatthana Sutta third foundation of mindfulness is cittanupassa. Citta translates as mind, consciousness and states of consciousness. Hence, cittanupassa means contemplating mind with constant awareness. Cittanupassa is the application of our mindfulness to contemplation of states of mind. To our consciousness, we know that it is mind that perceives and understands any object. In Vipassana, as I understand, there is no direct method of meditating on the mind object. And the way Vipassana approaches to mind meditation is during meditation on physical objects like body or abdomen, when a gross mind state like greed or torpor appear, and meditator knows that. In additional, is contemplation of the tape recorder, mindful contemplation of body, kayanupassana. Yes, it falls in the analysis of the four physical elements. The dhatu manasikara within mindful contemplation of body. At this point, the practice turns to mindful contemplation of mind objects. Dhammanupassana grows here. By constantly attending to and contemplating our states of consciousness, cittanupassa, we are able to turn our minds away from unskillfulness and turn our minds towards skillfulness. This is exactly the same as the body and the feelings practiced in the contemplation of body practice. We turn our bodies toward wholesomeness by performing physical actions without expectation. In the mindful contemplation of feelings practice, We turn our feelings to wholesomeness by seeing the reality of feeling. In the contemplation of the state of mind practice, we turn our minds and thoughts to the wholesome and beneficial. So that's all for the lesson of today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye.